Today we will talk about identifiers. As we know that identifier is one type of token. In the last lecture we had talked about Java tokens. So Java tokens are of 5 in category, and from which one is identifier. So what are identifiers? These are the fundamental building blocks, and these are the name given to the different part of the programs such as variables, objects, classes, functions, arrays, etc. That means the name given to any part of the block is known as an identifier, because we identify that block with that particular name. For example, so this is a sum underscore fee num1. Now to define an identifier, it is necessary to know the rules of defining identifier. So let's talk about the rules of identifiers. First we'll see the rules and then we'll make a program to understand what are the valid and what are the invalid identifiers. So the first rule, that identifier can contain capital A to capital Z, small a to small z. Yes, Java is a case sensitive language where capital A and small a are treated as different things. So the identifier can contain capital A to capital Z, small a to small z. In the digits it can contain 0 to 9, and in the category of the special symbol it can contain only two special symbols, that are underscore and dollar. So these are the valid values. Now what is the second rule? It must not be, what it cannot be, the identifier cannot be a keyword. Yes, we cannot use any keyword as identifier. For example, int. So we had talked about keywords in detail in the previous lecture. So if you are not aware about the keywords, you can watch the video. So int, for, void, so these are the keywords, and we cannot use them as identifiers. Boolean literals cannot be used as identifiers, like true and false. These are the two Boolean literals. So we cannot use them also as identifiers. Similarly, null literal can also not be used as identifier. What is the null literal? This is null. Yes, it is a literal. The next rule, the identifier must not begin with a digit. Yes, so it can begin with a capital letter, a small letter, an underscore, and a dollar, but it cannot begin with the digit. We can use the digit in between or in the end of the identifier, but we cannot begin an identifier with the digit. The next rule is it must not contain any special character except underscore and dollar. Yes, it cannot contain dot, cannot contain at the rate, it cannot contain ampersand, it cannot contain any other special symbol. And the last rule, it can be of any length. Yes, but advisable to keep the length small. We should keep the length of the identifiers small so as we can identify those identifiers well. Now let's see a program how to create the identifiers, and let's see some valid identifiers and some invalid identifiers. Before we start with the identifiers, here is a very simple exercise for you. Let's see who are taking the Java language seriously and who are learning it by heart. As in my previous lecture, I have shown you in a program that what are the keywords, what are identifiers, what are operators and variables. So you must have learned to identify the identifiers in a program. So I am going to show you a very simple program and you have to identify the identifiers in the program. You have to count the number of identifiers in the program and comment in the comment box. So I'll give you 15 seconds for counting the identifiers. In those 15 seconds, look at the program carefully and count all the identifiers that are used in the program, and then pause the video and comment into comment blocks. I'll tell you that how many identifiers are there in the program. So don't forget to pause the video and comment how many identifiers are there in the program. Let's see the program. So this is a simple program to find the average of two numbers. Now find the identifiers. Your time starts now. 11, 10, 9, fast. 1, 0. Yes, your time is up. Okay, now please pause the video, go to the comment box and comment that number of identifiers you have identified. I hope that you have commented the number of identifiers in the program. Now let me show you how many identifiers are here in this program. So this is Java identifiers, name given to the class. So this is one identifier. Main, this is the name given to the function, the second identifier. Args, yes, this is the name given to the array. This is the third identifier. First, a variable name, fourth identifier. Second, another variable name, integer variable name, fifth identifier. Average, a float variable name, this is the sixth identifier. And yes, in the last, we have a Boolean identifier B. So this is the seventh identifier. So how many identifiers are there in the program? Total 7 identifiers. And let's continue with the identifiers, valid identifiers and invalid identifiers. So let me show you that what are the valid identifiers. In the first case where we have the small alphabet, so you can see this is a FIRST, a variable has been created with small identifiers. Similarly, I can also create an identifier with capital letter. Yes, so I have this, let's see, capital letters. It is containing all capital letters. This is also a valid identifier. We can mix the capital and small letters also. This is also a valid identifier. We can use the dollar sign also. Yes, this is again a valid identifier. You can use one or more dollar signs. We can also use underscores. Yes, this is also valid identifier. We can also use the numbers. Right, this will also be the valid identifier. So these are all the examples of the valid identifiers in which we can start the identifier with a capital letter. We can start the identifier with a small letter. We can also start the identifier with a dollar symbol. So this is also a valid identifier. We can also begin the identifier with underscore. We can use the combination of dollar and underscore. So these are all the valid identifiers. Now let us see what are invalid identifiers. Let's say if we begin the identifier with a number. So this is an excuse me, this is an invalid identifier because it is beginning with the number. Next, in the identifier we cannot use any space. Let's say if this is an identifier, if we'll say that this is an identifier, no, this is invalid because it contains a space. So this is again an invalid identifier. Let's say if I write something like this, this is also invalid because a special character is occurring. This is invalid. Let's say if I use a plus symbol, then what will happen? This is invalid identifier because there is a plus symbol used. So special characters and operators are not allowed. If I write something like this, will this be an identifier? No, this cannot be an identifier because this is containing hash. Dot is also not allowed, and even @ is also not allowed. So these are all invalid identifiers. So let's check some more. So these are all invalid identifiers. Guess this, whether this will be an identifier, a valid identifier or an invalid identifier. This is a valid identifier. Yes, because it contains underscore and identifier can contain underscores, and even the identifier can begin with underscores and can end with the underscore. So this is a valid identifier. Let's talk about this. Yes, an identifier with dollar signs only. It is not containing any digit, it is not containing any number, any capital alphabet, small alphabet. Whether this is a valid identifier? Yes, this is also a valid identifier because the dollar is also allowed into the identifier. The identifier can begin with the dollar as well as it can end with the dollar. So these two are valid identifiers. One more thing we have seen about the identifier, that an identifier can be of any length. So let's say, wow, this is a huge length identifier I'm making. So if whether this will be an invalid identifier with huge length, yes, this is also a valid identifier because identifiers can be of any length, but obviously we would never like to make an identifier such long, so we are advised to create identifiers with some small values. So just take a relook, the identifiers with small alphabets, with capital alphabets, the combination of small and capital, the combination of small, capital and dollar. It can contain underscore, it can contain digits, but only not in the beginning. It can contain digits anywhere in between or in the end of the identifier. It can begin with a dollar, it can begin with a underscore. Yes, the integer cannot be at the first place. The spaces are not allowed in the identifier. The special symbols are not allowed. The operators are not allowed. Special symbols are not allowed. And these are two valid identifiers. And identifiers can be any length, can contain uh, any length. So these are all the valid identifiers. So average was also a valid identifier and B was also a valid identifier. And remember, we cannot create an identifier with literals like true, this is invalid identifier, or false, this is also invalid identifier, or with null literal. So these three are invalid identifiers. I hope you have understood about all the identifiers well. So if you have any comments or any queries, please comment into the comment box and feel free to ask.